It's up to the 29. Right to the air goes Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Eluding under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace.
But how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Touchdown, Falcons!
Christian McCaffrey,
53 yards.
and the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready up. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Now it's Nix.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In motion, the tight end.
Nix to the air. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Christian McCaffrey.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach. And
now they're going to fake it. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me think. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
2nd and 10.
Now Cousins. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Drake London.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there.
Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The line.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Cousins going to throw to start things. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Cousins gonna throw. Open man is Hopkins. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he is going to